Hey guys, Ryan from Revive here, just coming to you with another testimonial we've got. This is Dave Charmley's story. He suffered from chronic fatigue for a long time. He's a business owner. It was impacting his life of his family, his kids. It was actually impacting his business as well. He couldn't do the job that he really wanted to do. So here's Dave, listen to his story, and I'll see you on the other side. So Dave, what were you struggling with before you come to us?
What was I struggling with? I was struggling with no energy, sore throats, aching joints, feeling tired all the time, even though I was going to bed at normal routines. So life had just crashed, basically.
And what was your diagnosis?
It took about 6 months of going to doctors to get told it was chronic fatigue. At first it was just I kept going with a sore throat. I think I had tonsillitis, but every time I'd go they'd just say it's just redness, just take paracetamol, ibuprofen. But after a few days you stop taking it because it's not doing anything. And then eventually I stopped going to doctors, just was struggling through life, and then eventually the family made me go back. We done blood tests. They come back a few days later and they said there's nothing up with you. So we questioned it, so they rushed more blood through. Again they said there's nothing going on in your body, which obviously I disagreed with. And then they just said Google ME, or chronic fatigue. So that's what I done, and that's where I left it with the doctors.
And up until that point, I mean, what was the impact on your life and your business?
Impact was huge. I'd never been depressed, but I definitely hit depression. I was struggling with the family. I just felt helpless, and even I'd done a bit of studying on it, and once I got it under control a little bit, that helped. But the mood swings, and it was hard. It was more hard on the family looking back at it now, especially my wife, what I was going through. So. And
what was the turning point? How did you come into contact with myself?
Turning point was meeting Chris, who's a mutual friend, and he was just asking about me, like my training, because obviously we met through training, and then I just told him obviously the background of why I'd stopped training, what was going on, and then he just said, I've got a friend who he thinks could help me, and that was you.
And were you sceptical at all? I mean, when we spoke to myself and my family, were you sceptical before joining the program?
I wasn't too sceptical, probably because I had nothing to lose. But obviously we had a good few chats before. There was never any pressure. And as I said, I told you once you listen to my story, you give me a little bit of feedback, which no doctor, no one had ever done in that 18-month period. So that's what swayed my decision. You know that.
Once you started the program, what was the outcome? What were the results?
Well, huge, weren't they? It only took, was it a few weeks when we got into it, I started texting you saying I started to feel like my old self, and it was you calming me down saying just take it at a steady pace. But it was massive. It was huge.
And what was what was the impact on your life, like those change results? Was it feeling like yourself again? What did you feel like? And what was the impact?
Just feeling the energy levels after, and it was the sleep, waking up like I'd actually slept, and just feeling like I could do more, but I was holding myself back, because obviously we'd only just started the course. But I was shocked really of how quick it happened.
And was it different to anything you'd ever tried before?
Well, I never really tried it. There's nothing. Well, they had just the ibuprofen, just rest. That's all they said, is rest. There's nothing they can do for you.
And do you reckon you'd have been able to do this, get the results on your own?
No, because as we said in that conversation before I even signed up, you just kind of know what to push your body and not. So you just, that's how I was living day to day, just not doing too much. So basically you're not doing what you want to do. You know not to push too hard, otherwise it'll trigger it.
And I know you helped yourself with your chronic fatigue and you feel it yourself, but did you also learn about sort of nutrition, lifestyle, and how you can sort of monitor yourself. Was it like a learning process as well?
Yeah, it's a big learning process. You learn to listen to your body, even your mind, and especially with the supplement side, I'm still obviously taking most of the supplements we've always done, but yeah, and the food, the dieting. I was always quite a clean eater, but it's even cleaner these days. And
what was the big thing that you weren't able to train, was you, when you was going through it? And it was something also you played with your little boy as well. You weren't able to train, but now you're back in the gym?
I'm back in 4 days a week, and running once a week. And I've stopped myself. I could do more, but it's just listening. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
And so for anyone who's suffering with like a chronic issue or chronic fatigue, who's sort of on the fence and thinking about working with us, what would you recommend they do?
Pick up the phone and have a conversation with you on the phone, because I believe anyone who's got chronic fatigue, once they've spoke to you on the phone, they'll sign up.
So guys, that was Dave Charmley's story, and if you're suffering with chronic fatigue or any other chronic issue, then don't hesitate to give us a shout, because we can help you through it. And if you go to www.reviveyourself.co, click on the contact tab, fill out the form, and we'll be in contact with you in the next 24 to 48 hours. Otherwise, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you soon.